Battlefield 6 has been out for a week now, and it's so nice to finally see a game living up to its potential. There's been so much positive hype in week 1, and we wanted to compile a list of 5 things you need to do whether you're just diving into it for the first time after the first week, or you've already been playing it every single day, but you just want to see what else there is. So in this video, we're going to talk about maps, different techniques you can do in the game that you haven't been able to do before, making sure you're crushing your settings, and choosing the playstyle and the new strategies that this game offers. Now, if you've been wondering what people mean when they say Battlefield is so back, I think if you jump into Conquest mode on one of the big maps like Merak Valley or Manhattan Bridge, you're going to understand that feel really quickly. Merak Valley is set in Tajikistan, and it perfectly captures that war zone feeling, making it one of our favorite maps in the game. This map has it all, ranging from war-torn battlegrounds on one end to construction site in the middle. There are some in-map events in this one too, which adds to the flavor of the experience, but they're not as game-changing as some of the old ones from Battlefield 4. But it's nice because they're probably easier on the hardware. Manhattan Bridge takes you through New York City streets. This one might feel a bit claustrophobic and intense, but in a good way. These two maps give you everything Battlefield does best. Objectives are positioned perfectly, vehicles play vital roles, and every match gets that perfect chaotic state that Battlefield fans have grown to love over the years. And what really plays into this one is its destruction tech, and it's really cool because you can adapt your strategy based on map, knowing which areas to destruct. For instance, finding a crane, blowing off its supports, and have it land on an enemy tank, destroying it. Next up, you've definitely seen this one in-game, whether it be in trailers or from watching other videos on YouTube, but really master the drag and revive technique. This one really comes in handy in gameplay, and it kind of makes you feel like you're in a Hollywood movie while you're doing it. This one is all about crushing that team play experience. When a teammate goes down, anyone in your squad can now drag their body to safety before reviving them. You no longer have to risk yourself in the middle of a firefight anymore. And if you aren't using support, using this mechanic can set up a multiple back-to-back revive play for a nearby support class. And if you already have the medical tools, the drag and revive can help you avoid going down while reviving teammates. Supports replace medics with more tools, as you can now do quick tap revives and get allies up with 50% HP. Giving revives instead of respawns is also a net positive for the in-game score, since you won't be using tickets, so sticking with your support could make the difference between winning and losing a match. Then for number 3, we're going to keep it short and sweet in case you've already been playing and maxed this out, but we think it's important to bring up, and that is master your settings. If you're just logging into the game for the first time, you might be tempted to try and adapt to that super fast sensitivity setting, but just playing around with it a little bit first will make you a lot more accurate. And considering how hectic Battlefield 6 matches can get with a large number of players, we generally set everything to low to ensure the game runs smoothly, even when tanks are firing amongst collapsing buildings. And then back to aiming, if you turn off uniform aim sensitivity, it made the gameplay experience better for us. Then also make sure you adjust your field of view. The default field of view is definitely too narrow, you're going to want to open that up, but just keep in mind the higher field of view can impact performance depending on your hardware. Then for number 4, remember to adapt your playstyle depending on the scale of map you're playing. It's not simply just all-out Battlefield skirmish for everything you do. If you adjust your playstyle to the map scale, you'll notice that KD ratio getting better. Battlefield 6 is really good at offering different experiences. The large-scale maps like Merak Valley and Liberation Peak give you the full battle experience with jets, helicopters, tanks, and massive open terrain. The mid-sized maps like New Sobek City and Siege of Cairo take away the jets, but keep the ground vehicles. So the on-foot combat experience in these maps is more intense compared to large-scale maps. And while we've always appreciated the large-scale maps capabilities of the Battlefield series, we generally lean into liking more mid-sized maps since they offer the best of both worlds. Then there are the infantry-only modes like King of the Hill and Domination that removes vehicles entirely. King of the Hill is actually quite fun because the objective rotates across the map every few minutes. And depending on the size of the map, you can also test which class is best for you, but at the end of the day, whether you're new or not, try all the modes and see which one clicks for you the most. And now coming in for our last 2 points, first we're going to focus on some things that you need to pay attention to into in the class setup, and then we're going to dive into what you need to know about the campaign. A lot of people are still scarred from Battlefield 2042, where the specialist system killed teamwork. But Battlefield 6 is bringing it back with a class system, and it heavily impacts the gameplay experience. Make sure that you're not the player going rogue and not being part of this new fun level of teamwork. Find your favorite class and synchronize with your teammates as much as possible. This actually makes the game a lot more fun, and you can crush it when you have a really balanced squad of an assault, engineer, support, and recon working together. Drop ammo as support, repair vehicles as engineers, and spot enemies as recon. The game rewards you for doing stuff with XP and challenges, and makes your squad just so much more effective. Then, after you've crushed the multiplayer action, when it's time to take a break, give that campaign a chance. The campaign is genuinely fun, and it features a couple of impressive moments while also easing you into the game's atmosphere. It takes you across 9 missions in about 5 hours. You can find yourself in Gibraltar, New York, and even Cairo. The standout is definitely the New York mission, where you're protecting the president during a massive assault where the game shows off its destructive mechanics. As you know with the Battlefield series, sometimes the campaigns fade off or they chose not to do them, so it was really nice to see them bring it back and worth your time playing. So now that Battlefield has been out for a little over a week, let us know what you're loving about the game most, and if you want to review it, we'd appreciate if you head on over to Funjible Games. There we have an entire gaming platform filled with reviews from you, as well as the ability to discover games you've never heard of and have project founder interviews there. So if you like this video, definitely hit the like button, hit subscribe, and check out the platform Funjible Games.